Hello students, welcome back to my channel Rachna Study Point. Students, today we will discuss a new chapter of class 10th from First Flight, Long Walk to Freedom by Nelson Mandela. Students, it is very important chapter for board examination. In this chapter we will study a racial and discrimination of white and black people. And there is a word, it is very famous word in this chapter. It is used, apartheid. It means the former official government policy in South Africa of separating people of different races and making them live apart. Now students, first of all, I will tell you introduction of the chapter. This chapter is an extract from autobiography of Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela was born 18th July 1918, the first black president of South Africa. Long Walk to Freedom include description of the inauguration ceremony, from his speech, his journey to being a freedom fighter, the struggle along with a tribute to other freedom fighters and countless other people who fought for their freedom. In South Africa, a brutal practice named apartheid was followed. Apartheid refers to the discrimination between people on the basis of their races. It was one of the most brutal societies where dark-skinned people were deprived of their basic rights. This lesson gives us an overview as to how Nelson Mandela, along with others, carved their way to a society where there will be no discrimination on the basis of their color, caste, race, age, or gender. Now students, we will see this chapter is basically about why black people didn't serve in South Africa before elected President Nelson Mandela. Why they didn't allow for their freedom, and they also didn't allow to live their own society. And first of all, I will tell you what is the message long to walk freedom. The message of long to walk to freedom mainly is it always seems impossible until it's done. It gives us an account of the periphery in which African society was under the apartheid movement and how Nelson Mandela and his followers fought against the odds to build a racism-free society. Now students, I will tell you why does Mandela address the freedom as a newborn baby in this chapter. Mandela addressed the freedom as a newborn liberty because they had just attained their freedom and it was as new as a newborn baby. Also, just as a mother struggles to bring her baby into the world, the freedom attained was a result of hardship and pain. Now students, I am going to explain you summary of this chapter. This chapter is an extract from autobiography of Nelson Mandela. It begins with the description of the inaugural ceremony which took place on the 10th of May 1994, where the entire nation, along with many international leaders, embraced the victory of newly and fairly elected government and the two deputy presidents, followed by an impressive air show of fighter jets and helicopters. Long ago, in the first decade of the 20th century, white supremacy introduced the system of apartheid and made life a living hell for the dark skinned population. It gave rise to one of the most inhumane societies of the world. Many people have struggled and sacrificed for basic human rights. The author expressed his desire to thank all those freedom fighters who couldn't live to see his autumn day. He referred to the citizens as the greatest asset of the country. It is these people he gathered his courage from. Mandela believes that courageous is not the man who is fearless, but the man who has overcome fear. He also mentioned the two responsibilities every human has and how, in order to fulfill his obligation towards the society, his obligation towards his family was neglected. He became a man of people when he realized that the idea of freedom was an illusion for him and people like him. It was then he joined the African National Congress and fought for his rights till he became the first black president of the nation. According to him, the oppressor is as much as a prisoner as the oppressed. As soon as the former robs the oppressed of their freedom, he himself gets robbed of his humanity. Thus, the oppressor too is not free. Now, students, I am going to tell you some important quotes, and it is used by Nelson Mandela in his autobiography Long Walk to Freedom. I am fundamentally an optimist, whether that come from nature or nurture. I can't say part of being optimistic is keeping one's head pointed towards the sun. One's faith moving forward, there were many dark moments when my faith in humanity was sorely tested, but I wouldn't have and couldn't give myself up to despair. That way lays defeat and death. His second and very important quote: no one is born hating another person because of the color of his skin or his background or his religion. People must learn to hate, and if they can learn to hate, they can be taught to love, for love comes more naturally to the human heart than its opposite. And another quote: a leader is like a shepherd. He stays behind the flock, letting the most nimble go out ahead, whereupon the others follow, not realizing that all along they are being directed from behind. Next, a nation shouldn't be judged by how it is treats its highest citizen, but its lowest ones. And another is freedom is indivisible. The chains on any one of my people were the chains on all of them. The chains on all of my people were the chains on me. And last, I have never cared very much for personal prize. A person doesn't become a freedom fighter in the hope of winning award. It is very important quote. And last is, education is the great engine of personal development. It is through education that the daughter of a peasant can become a doctor, that the son of mine worker can become the head of the mine, that a child of frame worker can become the president of a great nation. It is what we make out of what we have, not what we are given, that separates one person from another. Now, students, it It is very important. Listen carefully. I always knew that deep down in every human heart there is a mercy and generosity. No one is born hating another person because of the color of his skin or of his background. People must learn to hate, and if they can learn to hate, they can be taught to love. For love come more naturally to the human heart than its opt. Even in the grimmest time in prison, when my comrades and I were pushed to our limits, I would see a glimmer of humanity in one of the guards, perhaps just for a second, but it was enough to reassure me and keep me going. Man's goodness is a flame that can be hidden but never extinguished. Now, students, it has been done. Summary, introduction, and what is the message of this chapter. And listen, don't be forget, it is an autobiography of Nelson Mandela, and it is very important chapter for board examination. So be careful and you should study very seriously. Thanks for watching.